Come on in, come on in. So we can get started on this late night review. Let me just try to share all this to all my sites before everybody gets in. I know it's late, so I hope everybody isn't already asleep. I know I'm supposed to come at you earlier. My apologies, my apologies. Oh, so much is going on social media. Hello, come on in. Make sure when you come in, you like the video. Make sure you share the video. And make sure you are already subscribed. If you are not a subscriber, thank you kindly. And make sure you check out my other social media sites as well. I'm on Twitter at Tanya's Primetime TV /media news. And also I have a Facebook page on Facebook. And it's called Primetime Drama TV of Color, Media, and Celebrity News. And then, as most of you already know, I am also a professional cake decorator. So I do have a Facebook page called Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice. And I'm on Instagram as Tanya Cake Lady, all one word, Tanya Cake Lady. Again, all one word. So make sure you check me out on those other sites as well, because every month on the first of the month, I have kind of sort of like a raffle. If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and my Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice Facebook page, then you can enter on the first of every month. Just send me a number 1 through 100 in my inbox. And who's ever the closest always wins a free cake on the first of every month. And you can get the cake. You don't have to get the cake on the first. You can get the cake whenever you need it, whether you want it that month or the next month, or if it's a birthday coming around the corner, or a baby shower, or, you know, you want it for the holiday and Christmas. If you win the cake on the first of any month, you can actually get the cake when you want the cake. So all you got to do is tell me, Tanya, I want this cake in 3 weeks on the 31st, or for my son's birthday in November. And that's how it works. But anyway, come on in so we can get started on this review. And let me know in the chat how you feel about the episode. Any thoughts on the episode, or any thoughts on anything I speak about regarding the episode. Feel free to type it in the chat. And also, if you want me to turn on the phone lines so you can call in and talk about the episode with me, let me know. Put it in the chat. Tanya, turn them doggone phone lines on, because I want to call, and I'll turn the phone lines on for you. But anyway, let's get started on this review. I see some people coming in. Hopefully some more come in. And we can discuss this new episode. Now, excuse me. It's season 7, first episode, new premiere. And as we saw in the last of season 6, Caesar was opening up a brand new shop. He was going to put it in New Orleans, and he's putting it in like the oldest Black community in New Orleans. And I think that's really, really cool. There's a lot of culture in New Orleans for him to put it in the the place where a lot of Black people first began, the oldest community. I think that's really cool, and I think he'll do really well there. Also, he gets around to telling everybody who's going to come, and I think he took, I know he took Sky. Well, actually, Sky showed up later, but he took Sky, Tati, Alex, Walt, and I think Teddy. I think that was all the ones that he took. And when he was getting around to telling everybody, who's all going, Donna gets frustrated because she's like, hold up, how are you taking some of these people, ahead of me? she's been there for a minute. And although when she first got there, it was a hot mess. Her and Sky wasn't getting along. It was fights and arguments. She got let go several times. She got rehired several times. So, but she's been there now for a while, and she was upset. And I think she has every right to be. But then again, I was looking at it like, to trust somebody enough to run your shops while you're gone, I think that also was a good look too. So I probably wouldn't have been as upset. I think, and y'all can let me know what y'all think, but I think personally that she was more upset not over the fact that she couldn't go, that she couldn't ride with them down there and open up the new shop. But she was probably more upset because her man, Alex, got chosen to be down there with Caesar and the rest of the crew. And I'm like, first of all, I almost for a brief second, just for a brief second, almost forgot about him and her being together. And I was like, oh, shoot, they still together? I didn't think that would last because you know how they hooked up. She started messing around with Alex. Well, they claim they didn't do anything in that bathroom and that they were just feeling on each other or grinding or whatever. But everybody else said they was actually having sex in the bathroom, and her boyfriend found out about it. He got upset. He put her out. They broke up, and then her and Alex started actually, they really started falling for each other after that. So I don't know. She claims she didn't cheat on him, but anyway, so that's why I'm surprised that they're still together because of how their relationship started off. But anyway, I think she's more upset over that fact than over the fact that Caesar decided not to take her. That's just how I feel. Again, let me know what y'all think about that. Do you think Donna is more upset about her man going without her, or the fact that Caesar took some of the newer crew over her? But anyway, Caesar and them get down there, and he's telling the crew, what he wants to do. It's his birthday the next day, so he wants to turn up, he wants to party, get lit, all that. You know how they do. And also, he's going to give certain individual jobs to do, and one of them is Walt. He wants Walt to take care of the promotion, hand out flyers, go to the shops, go to the clubs, go to the, radio stations, just put the word out that they're going to have like a soft party or a soft grand opening for the shop. So while they doing that back in New York, at the shop, Melody, she's sitting around and she's discussing with the other ladies that are still left there, Kit and them, and she's telling them, I wish I kind of could have went because I do have family down there. And then she gets into talking about her family, and she spoke on that before, and it's kind of a really, really soft spot with her because she's mixed and her father is black, and I think she just last season got to meet them. And because she didn't grow up, with the different sides of her family. And her mother's side of the family, they still live in New Orleans. So that's why she kind of wanted to go. But then she gets to talking about them and explaining to them like she had told us in the past, they're really racist. After her mom got with her dad, they didn't want to have nothing to do, like a lot of Southern families was way back when. And still, that was like in the 70s and stuff, because I don't think she's older than me, but still at that time she had got with a black man, her mother, and her white family, her mom's family, didn't accept it. They shunned her away from the family, didn't want to have nothing to do with her or her daughter. So, Melody has been dealing with that, all while growing up, wishing that she could have a closer relationship with her mom's side of the family. Then she gets all emotional and, she starts crying and everything. And then she wonders if she should go to New Orleans and confront them about it. But then back in New Orleans, the fellas, they are out kicking it. The whole crew that went down there, they're out kicking it. Like I said, Caesar's birthday is the next day. They went down there and they're kicking it on Bourbon Street, and they, went to the strip clubs and everything and having a good old time and enjoying, Caesar's pre-birthday. And I mean, it's New Orleans. If you don't go down to Bourbon Street and kick it when you get to New Orleans, then something is wrong with you. You at least got to go through there and just see all the grand buildings and the scene, and just get a feel of the city. Bourbon Street is like lit all the time. So anyway, they get down there and they in the club, and who pops up? Donna. I cannot believe that she came down there. And it was like, you know what? Donna, she claims that there was no way that her man was going down there and being down there for like 5 days without her. And I'm like, you can't do without your man being out of town for 5 days. I think that's pretty bad. Don't ever get a man who works out of town if you can't trust him for that many days to go out of town and work. And I think it probably might have something more to do with the fact that, okay, back to how they got together. When her man found out that she was in the bathroom, bumping and grinding, as she say, just feeling around, getting a feel for Alex. That's all she was doing. But anyway, that's how they started off. And you know how it is. Usually when your relationships start off like that, from somebody cheating, usually somewhere down the road, one of them ends up cheating. So I think she is more concerned with the fact that she don't trust him. She don't trust him. But she was the one who was cheating on her ex, so let's go figure. But anyway, she pops up to the club and Alice is up there and he's, just dancing and, getting his groove on and everything. And she's like, hey, hello. And he's shocked. He's like, not that I think he was doing anything super bad, because they were at a strip club. It was for Caesar's party. What was he supposed to do? Stay back at the home that they were renting for the week? No, he's going to come to the party. And she's up there mad and they start arguing. And I guess she was like, I walked in, you ignore me, you don't speak. But what do you expect? If you go out of town on vacation or for work or whatever, and your dude or your girl pop up just out the blue, hey, I'm here. I mean, he was shocked. And I think he was like just at a loss for words. Like, what is you like for real? But anyway, she gets mad and she throws water on him like them reality show chicks do all the time. When they get mad at their man, they throw water on them. So that's what she did. And then she storms out. And Alex is like, you know what? You acting a fool for no doggone reason. I don't even know. I'm not doing anything. I'm just enjoying myself. But anyway, anywho. But then back at the shop, everybody is sitting around and they talking about, Donna and Alex and everything. Caesar is upset. He's like pissed off because Donna is supposed to be helping Kit on 113th at the old shop. Of course, she felt the need to come down to New Orleans. And he's pissed off about it. And he wants her to go back home. But he hasn't seen her, after fact. I don't know if she went to a hotel. I don't know where Donna's at. She could still be on Bourbon Street at that time. I don't know where she went. But anyway, he's telling them she needs to go because all she's going to do is be a distraction for her man, Alex. Because, Caesar had promoted him to apprentice. And that's the whole reason that Alex told Donna. Before he left, she said, you can't go. You're not going. And he's like, I'm an apprentice now. Caesar needs me. You know what? Caesar has been there for him. Remember when he went to jail? He literally had just started working at the shop. Literally. Didn't have no money, a pot to piss in. He didn't have nothing. And went to jail from some old charges or old warrants or something like that. And the only person he could call was C's. And C's went down there, bailed him out, got him attorney, everything, hooked him up, so he feels like, he owed him that to, help him out with the shop, being that he requested him. But anyway, back to Donna. Caesar, he wants her out of there, but she ain't leaving, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But then, like I said, he assigns everybody their positions. Walt, I want you to promote. Everybody else, I want you to promote. And then this new guy comes in, and I must say, he's kind of, he was kind of hot. And his name is Ace. Ace from New Orleans. But Caesar felt the need to since he's opened a new shop down there and they don't really know anybody down there, besides promoting, why not hire somebody who is like one of the top famous artists in the city? So that's what he did, and he hired Ace. And Ace is going to be good for the shop, of course, good for business, because he knows a lot of people in New Orleans. He's one of the top artists there. So if he comes, you already know. His clients that he, done tatted up before, everybody that they spread, when you do a good job for somebody, I'm a cake artist. How do I get most of my customers? Because of word of mouth. They see my products at a party, at a wedding, whatever. And they like, who made that? Tanya? Really? Give me your card. That's how it works. So anyway, he'll be good for business. And on top of that, he's cute. Again, he's cute. But anyway, Sky. Now, Caesar was upset with Sky because she claims that she told him a while back, before they got ready for that trip, that she would have to be away for a few days because of her son's graduation from high school. And Caesar is like going off and getting mad, talking about, you didn't tell me, I need you here, I need you to help set up the new shop and everything. And I'm like, okay, C's, you know what kind of relationship she had with her sons. She had them when she was real young. She was in and out of jail doing drugs, woo, 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 and she had to give her kids up. She finally is back in their lives, and she has a very good relationship with Dez, even though the other son still, at this time, I don't know how it is now, but at this time when they was recording, wasn't messing with her because he's still holding on to the past. So how can you get mad because she wants to be there for her son's graduation? I know for a fact my sons would be tore up if I didn't show up at the shoot. I barely miss a football game, a basketball game. I never miss a wrestling meet. So you know what I'm saying. Anywho, but the fact that she's just now getting closer to him and they're creating a bond, I would think that he would have a little sympathy for her, but it is what it is. But anyway, she gets to Texas, and I love the lady that took care of him. What was her name? I think her name was, is it Diane? Hold on, I got it wrote down somewhere. But the lady that was taking care of her son, Dez, and his brother that, really not messing with her right now, ever since they first showed her, I think like 2 seasons ago, I mean, she seems so supportive of Sky's relationship, and a lot of people who raise kids, I mean, not raise them, but adopt kids or foster kids, when they know that the parent has a seriously bad past, gave kids up, drugs, all this kind of stuff, they're not as empathetic or sympathetic, with the parent when they try to come back into their life. But she was, and she did a great job raising those boys, and now Dad's about to graduate. Congrats to your son, Sky. That is a wonderful blessing. And then back at the old shop, back on 113, we got Melody, and she's sitting around, and she's like, you know what? At first, the ladies was looking at pictures of Bae's new baby, baby Nico, and he's really, 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 really cute. And I guess Melanie, takes it upon herself to go visit Bae, and she goes over her house and sits down, and she's chopping it up with her. And both of these ladies end up getting emotional. Bae, how her upbringing was. If you've been following the show, you remember how she had took everybody in the shop. When her mom was missing, and it was rumors going around that her dad was looking for her mom to kill her because he was abusive all their life. They was always running from him, escaping from him, hiding out. She took them to show them the place where they was living. Didn't have no heat, no air, no nothing. This looks like a box with a few windows. And it was like really, really horrible how she grew up hungry, starving every day. And so she's never had that love from a father. And to see her son, baby Nico, and see the relationship that Rob has with her son, she was breaking down because, she appreciates him being a good father, even though that's stuff that we should expect from men, but it doesn't happen like that all the time. And then Melody goes in again about her relationship with her mom's side of the family. So she's sitting there talking to her and telling them everything she told the other ladies at the shop about, her mom's side of the family not want nothing to do with her or her mom, and she's never seen them in all her life. So Bae is like, well, you know what? since you have contact to one of your cousins, why don't you give him a call? And Melody is hesitant at first. She's like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. They didn't want nothing to do with us. They didn't want nothing to do with me. So I'm not going to call them. But Bae, she's persistent. How would you ever know if you never call? And she ends up calling. She calls her cousin Pete. I don't know where she got the number from, but she had his number. She called him, and it was awful. It was awful. I actually started crying. I really started crying because I know what it's like to not grow up with my size of the family. I went through that, and although I spent like a little time with my grandma, when I was growing up, it was just here and there. Like just here and there. Once a year, once every 2 years. It was sporadic. But I didn't spend time with him growing up because he lived out of town. So I understand how it feels to not have that bond with the other side of the family. But the difference between my situation and her situation is no matter how many times I saw my family members, cousins, aunties, uncles, whatever, they welcomed me with open arms, with lots and lots and lots of love, and made it seem like we ain't missed a beat. But in this case, she calls Pete, and he's like, you know what? She wants to meet. And he says, me and your mom has never been really close. And when she says, I know, I understand, I heard all about it. Is it okay if we meet? And he doesn't even like think about it. He's just like, you know what? I'm really busy. This is not a good time. Maybe just give me some time to think about it. And she hangs up the phone, and then she starts crying. But I know she probably regrets calling. But like Bae said, if you don't call, you won't never know. And then, on a happier note, we skip to Dez's graduation party, and his mom is so proud of him. And Candace, that's his name. That's her name, the lady who raised him and took care of him, when Sky couldn't. And she thanks her, for raising her son. She did a good job, and thanks her for accepting her into the family and treating her like part of the family, even though she came years late when it was time to, try to raise her son. And she gets Dez a car. Did you see that car? That car was nice. I got my son a car when he graduated, but it didn't look like that. It did not look like that at all, but that car's still running, and he's 21, and he's still driving it, so it's good enough for him. But anywho, she had promised him a new car if he had went to college after graduation, and so it's graduation. She gets on a new car. He comes outside. I don't even think he expected, because when he saw it, he was like, oh my God, because they didn't talk anything about no cars this whole show. So when he got out there, it was just even better, because he was like really, really surprised. And then he puts a damper on her spirit when he's like, I can't accept it. I love this child. I swear, I love Dez. He is so respectful. Every time he talks to a grown-up, is ma'am, 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 ma'am. When he told her, I can't accept it, any other child would have been like, Mom, I know you told me that I need to graduate and I need to go to college before I can get this car. But I'm not going to college. I didn't enlist into the military, and I'll leave tomorrow. And the look on her face, she was devastated. She was like a lot of parents, including me. When my son thought about going to the military, I was like, nope, it's not happening. Nope, I can't take it. My heart, I just was like, oh God, it felt like I had lost my son already. I'm like, what happens over there. Sometimes, depending especially who the president is at the time, we just be scared to have our kids and listen to the military. But anyway, as stunned as she was, she was like, okay, this is happening. She has 1 day left to spend with her son, and she's going to make the most of it. Now, Donna, after she done flipped out on her man Alex, after she done snuck into New Orleans, after C's told her to stay her butt up on 113th Street, she goes to New Orleans, she catches him in the club, and throws water on him. And Alex knows that he needs to make up with Donna because he really cares for Donna and he wasn't doing anything wrong. And so he asks to meet her, and he comes with flowers, he comes with teddy bears, he comes correct, to win his woman back. But instead, she's just so cold, and I don't understand. I think it was, like I said, she thought he was disrespecting her when he wasn't so surprised to see her. But again, you pop up on somebody and you're supposed to be on the other side, of the country, and you just pop up on somebody, the shock is gonna be all over their face to begin with. So I don't think he was looking like he was shocked because he was doing something wrong, because that's what she was thinking, that he looked like that and didn't welcome her in open arms because he was doing something wrong. But anyway, he's trying to explain that to her. She's mad, throw the flowers in the water. I was like, no, you didn't throw them pretty flowers in the water. And then he grabs her and he holds her and he's like, you know what? Please, I'm sorry. I understand why you're mad. Please forgive me. I love you. And that did it. That right there. That did it. The panty dropper word. I love you. And she was like, I love you too. And then they kissed and they made up and. But then, Sky, when it was time for her son to leave, she's still, concerned, of course, as any parent would be, because she didn't have no time to get ready. Like, I don't know what I would do if my son would come to me right now and say, Mom, I'm leaving in the morning to go to the military, to go to the Navy, to go to the Army. I don't care. I'll probably try to keep him and lock him up in his bedroom. I'm serious. I'm like, you just can't pop that stuff on people like that. But I think he did it because he was probably scared that she would be upset. But anyway, good luck to your son. I know he's going to do great. He's a really smart, intelligent guy and very respectful, again, like I said. But she meets up with him and they have like their last little lunch or whatever before he leaves. And the recruiter come, and Sky had me cracking up. She was kissing all over him, hugging all over him. And then when the recruiter came, these military men, they all, straightforward up and down, barely smile, He's trying to, assure Sky her son is going to be okay. Then she starts taking off and running down the street after the car. She's like, just one more hug, one more kiss. Please don't take my baby. I'm like, oh, Sky, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But, she's just scared again like any other parent. But, again, I think he should have told her. But, hey, it is what it is. Now, back to the new shop. Caesar had gave everybody responsibilities. Mainly Walt. He was supposed to do the promotion. He was supposed to take care of the flyers. Take care of running the word through the streets, letting them know that Black Ink was here, and we partying, we kicking it this weekend for our grand opening. And I'm like, where are the people at? And that's how Caesar was like, it's 10 o'clock. And although they in New Orleans, they party all night. I love going down there. They party all night. Ain't nobody there. 10 o'clock comes around, 11 o'clock comes around, 12 o'clock comes around, and ain't nobody still there but the crew. And even Ace, the dude that's from there, the local artist, that's from there that he hired, he's even like, I didn't hear about anything about Black Ink. And he's from there, like he's a tattoo artist, he's famous, he's well known. You would think that he, being that he's from there, would have heard other people, hey man, you heard the new Black Ink is town, the ink tattoo for New York, he hasn't even heard anything. So, he did a bad, horrible job of trying to promote. And then on top of that, Walt, remember the last season, he had to move. He had to send his kids away to stay with their mom because he had custody. He had to move into the projects. He lost his house, had to move into the projects. He was doing bad because he had turned into a wino and an alcoholic. And he finally got delivered. He had got delivered, so he claimed, from the alcohol, that weakness, that, that habit. If that's the case, Why as soon as they hit New Orleans, even though that's a party place, Bourbon Street and everything, they right there, but why immediately he starts drinking like a fish, drunk all day, partying, drunk all night, drunk when he wakes up in the morning, and everybody is concerned, and especially Teddy. Teddy's like, how you no longer an alcoholic, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I just hope Walt don't end up in the same situation where he was, in last season with having to move and losing his spot and moving to the projects and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Caesar's pissed off. He goes off on him. He cusses him out. He calls him a drunk. You're not doing your job because you're just drinking all the time, and that's why you couldn't promote the shop. And he was like, "You're fired." Walt was like, "F you." He stormed out the shop, and here comes Donna. I don't know where Donna been hiding at, but Donna pops back up and she pops into the shop and she's like, "Hold up, wait a minute, where the party at?" Ain't no party. Caesar goes off on her. What are you doing here? You supposed to be in New York on 113th Street. Why is you not up there with Kid running the shop while I'm away? And so he's like, "You know what? You fired too." This season is already starting off in a mess, and I'm like, oh Lord, y'all know how Caesar can be. Why y'all playing with this man? He just wants to get this shop up and running in New Orleans so he can put a stamp on that city. But Donna's fired as well. I think this makes the 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this makes the 4th or 5th time that Donna has been fired. From Black Ink. So I need to see how this is going to work out because her man is still there, Alex, and he's so cute. I think they make a good couple. So what do y'all think about the show? Let me know what y'all thought about the episode, about any of the cast members. Let me know what you think about Donna. Do you think she was wrong for coming down there to be with Alex? Do you think that she mainly wanted to go down there because of Alex or because of the fact that she felt C's was wrong for inviting some of the newer people down there and not all of the vets? Again, I think she mainly came down there for Alex because she don't trust him due to the fact that she cheated on her man with Alex and now they together, and so she don't trust him. So let me know what y'all think. And also let me know what y'all think about Walt. Do you think Walt is going to have a problem drinking this season? I don't know. He's starting off pretty heavy in them. I don't know. And what y'all think, ladies? What y'all think about that new tattoo artist? I think he's kind of, I normally prefer dark-skinned men, like really dark-skinned men, but anywho, so y'all let me know how y'all feel about this episode. It was the premiere, the first episode, season 7. I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. So again, if you didn't like this video on the way in, make sure you like it on the way out. All you have to do is click the like button. After that, you'll see a little bell. Hit that bell, and that bell will let you know that from now on, you'll receive all of my live notifications whenever I go live. And also, hit me up on my other media, Twitter, Tanya's Primetime TV /media reviews. Also, I'm on Facebook. I have a group there. It's Primetime Drama TV of Color. And then also my cake decorating pages, if you want to check that out. Excuse me, Facebook is Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice. And also on Instagram, Tanya Cake Lady, TANYA, Cake Lady, all one word. And make sure you check out that group on Facebook because you can click to join that group. And I opened that group over like a year ago. And like I said, it's called Primetime Drama TV of Color. We discuss all kind of TV shows, reality shows. People make suggestions in there for other shows that they think we should watch or that I should review. So, go ahead and check that out. Go look it up on Facebook and click join group if you want to join the group, and I'll add you in. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, Primetime Squad, as usual, until we meet again, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out.